working with graphic styles in Illustrator. The first thing I'm going to do is open my graphic styles panel. So I'm going to go under Window and go to Graphic Style panel. You'll note that a lot of these panels that I keep opening are already open in my panel dock. I just need you to start to learn what those icons represent. So this is the graphic style, and actually it's always grouped with my appearance that we've been looking at previously. So I am going to remove this from the dock. This panel looks fairly simple. There's not a whole lot to it, but this is a kind of a library. So there are named sets of appearance attributes saved as graphic styles. And I always need to find these in my graphic style. So this is where they are saved always. So if we want to apply a graphic style, again, I'm just going to create a simple box here. And just to show you what will happen, we'll do a fill of blue, and there is a 1-point stroke. If I deselect, you'll be able to see there is a 1-point stroke there. So I need to select the artwork whose attributes I want to affect. And to apply this, then all I need to do is click on a style. So these styles, like I said, are predefined. If you want to see what actually is happening kind of behind the scenes, then open up your appearance. I'll drag this out as well and just sort of have it be underneath so you can see all of these. Some of these get really large. So all of the things that have been set as attributes for this specific style. There's a lot of really interesting things going on here. If I wanted to, I could actually load more graphic styles using the menu here, and let's just drag this over so you can see the whole entire menu. And at the bottom, so I can, number one, view these in different ways, which you might have a preference in that. But then I also can open up a graphic style library. Let's drag this even more. I'm going to get a cascading menu that shoots across my screen here. So here are some libraries that I have available through Illustrator. You also can go online and search for many, many more libraries. So let's just say we want the scribble effects. Some of these are pretty cool. This will open as a second panel. But the minute I click on one of them, it will be added to my graphics style. So this is sort of a temporary, it's kind of like taking the books off the bookshelf and putting them in a different bookshelf. You know, the ones that I want to use. And you can see the really fun effects that are being applied to this in a graphic style. So a lot of really cool things available. I'll close this for now. These graphic styles will save with this file when I save it, so they'll be there available when I come back and open this. Okay, with this selected, let's go ahead and clear the appearance. I'm going to go to my appearance panel and clear it. So now I have just a fill of none and a stroke of none. Let's go back and just put at least a fill on it. So what if I get very creative? I have a certain style that I create, a set of attributes, and I want to save it as my own newly created style. There are 3 ways that we can do that. First of all, let's go ahead and create an effect that we can save as a style. So when we create a graphic style, of course, it can include fills. It can include strokes. I can put a stroke on this. We'll just do a simple black stroke and increase it so we can see it a little bit. Okay. I can include, of course, effects with this selected. I can do some of these effects. In fact, I could have this where it changes to an ellipse. That's kind of an interesting shape because what it does is there's still a square there, but now it's an ellipse. I can apply maybe a zigzag to it, a free distort, a pucker, and a bloat. Let's just do bring this out, click OK. Right? Something super basic. I could then do an effect, and we could do a transform. We could transform this. Again, I want to preview it. Let's just scale this down a little bit. Could make something that's fairly narrow here if I wanted to. Okay, so all of these things can be applied here, and you can see that my list of attributes are really adding up in my appearance panel. So if this is the effect that I want, 3 ways that I can save this. Number 1, with my graphic selected, I can just click the New Graphic Style button on the Graphic Style panel. Click it. There it is. It's saved. I can also drag this selected object onto the panel. This seems really odd because it feels as though you're moving it. You can see I get a highlight, and a yellow golden highlight, and there it is. So it will put your graphic back where you had it on the artboard, but it just makes that style be saved. And the last is to use actually the appearance and click the thumbnail that's in the appearance panel and drag it to the graphic style. Now if I wanted to change this, say I changed my fill color to a magenta rather than a cyan, if I wanted to replace this last one, I would hold down my Alt and drag it over that thumbnail that already exists in my graphic style panel, and it will update it. Okay, so now if I go ahead and create some boxes, and if I have let's just create boxes first. Let's just do a few boxes here. So these are all just general, all different sizes. And now if I select them and I apply this, you can see how they've been applied to then these different shapes. Very easy to do. If I wanted to merge, let's just say that on this style, let's take this one. And actually I gotta rotate it up here if I want it to be saved. Well, let's play with the pucker and bloat actually. Let's take this style and we'll double click and we'll do some reversals of it. Let's say we do something like this. Click OK. So now if I again replace this up here, or let's just make it be new, that's okay. We'll merge these two. So I have an X and I have this starburst. Let's delete everything that's on the artboard right now. Notice that my styles stay there. So if I want to merge these, basically I need to click the ones that I want to merge. So if I were to merge something that wasn't in sequence, of course I control click to select those that I want merged. Then I click in the graphic style panel options menu here, and let's drag this over so you can see it. And when you're looking in here, there is at the top a merge graphic style. So the merge graphic style, if I check that, it'll say, what do you want to name it? And you can name all of these. I'll just say example. Click OK. And there it is. They've been merged together. So let's go ahead and apply what we've done. So if I make some boxes out here, again, just random, and I select one, apply. This was our first style. This was our second style. And now this is our merged style. So you can see actually when you look in the appearance, it's quite long. And actually I have both of my fills still there. I have all those transformations, just some things in the stacking order are trumping others, meaning that I'm not seeing everything because some are overlapping. So anyway, that's how you merge them. So if you have one piece of something in a style that you like, another piece, you can merge them, and then you could actually go back and tweak and delete those things that maybe you don't want as part of it, and get that effect. So that's a fun way that you can merge those graphic styles. So the appearance panel is really a great tool. That added to my graphic styles, they work hand in hand. So you can start creating your own set of attributes, then saving them as graphic styles, and have a lot of options available.